Ooh.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Julian for Open My Podcast. Today is a very fascinating day, and we're going to be diving into another fascinating topic today, another fascinating discussion, one that is um, mostly not talked about. Remember, we are the reality podcast here. We dive into real life issues. We discuss things are relevant, mostly of our experiences, um, and we bring it the facts to you as we know it. So stay tuned as we get into very detailed conversation here today. So just gonna go ahead and put on the topic we're gonna be talking about, and I'm excited to get into this discussion. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Another great year. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to our followers and our viewers out there. First off, let's kick it off by saying Happy New Year. It's
Yeah.
2025. Yeah. We are
Yay!
finally in 2025. Exciting. And we want to kick off this year with something very, very exciting. Like we said previously, last year, just a couple days back. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, that we were gonna taking a different track this year. So that is what we are trying to do. Like after I just shared, we have this fascinating topic this morning to talk about. And we want to say welcome again. Please follow us on our social media platform. We are live on YouTube and Instagram. And if you are a Twitch user, we are also live on Twitch as well. So click that link and also share to other people out there, your friends and families and whoever you have out there that you want to extend this opportunity to them. So again, here we are today. Here we are this morning after, and you know we are bringing something again very interesting. Also, just before we delve into this conversation, I want to openly appreciate all of our followers and our viewers out there who have been following us, from the initial stand. We really appreciate your comments and your views on our previous videos that we did. And
Yep.
we want to say thank you so much for keeping up with us. Thank you for sharing, thank you for liking. Also thank you for your comment. um Again, like we said, if you feel that you want to be part of this show and you want to share your experiences and thoughts, please feel free to reach out to us. Just DM us, and we will be glad and excited to have you on the show as well, so we can all discuss you know some of these exciting topics that we have. Again, we will bring things that are relating to our real world, also our own personal experiences as well. So, there are a lot of things out there. Most of you guys know that other people can benefit from, and that is why we are bringing you guys this exciting topic this morning. So, all right, let's kick it off, man. I don't know, this topic, you know, I've been studying. I've been doing some research last night, and I was like, how the heck Afra pull out this topic, man? Like, like, I don't know, but this is a very big topic to be honest. And again, we're just gonna share what we have, to
Mhm.
share our personal experiences and what I view. Again, we will be, you know, glad to read of your comments as well. So if you have anything to say or to share about this topic, please feel free to comment it, and definitely we're gonna read off your comments on the show. And that's how we
Absolutely.
want to we want to roll with 2025. You know, let's keep it interactive. Let's keep it exciting. So you know, to get the ball rolling, first off, we would say identifying your purpose. So Alfred, I don't know if you want to get it started, and I can jump right into it later right after you. So
Absolutely.
what's exciting about this topic so far? From you.
Well, as we can define purpose, right? We gotta know our words and what it is. Um, we would define purpose as the original intent of a thing, the reason why something was created, the reason why something was made. Um, and this topic is very fascinating because many of us don't really know what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Yeah,
And as the result, we are doing many things, and most people actually will die never fulfilling their purpose.
yeah,
So, and when I was reading a book, and I was fascinated to come up, with this topic because, and I begin to understand, and you know, it, so this icon, what I always follow, he says that the richest place on earth is not the gold mine or diamond mine; it's the graveyard.
yeah,
Because what? Because books. Why is it the richest place? Because books are supposed to be rating, are not rating. Ideas are supposed to come to life. It's not been influential or been brought up to life. And all of a sudden hit me, and I think about it. I say, "Wow, this is real," because we have this massive idea in our mind. We don't know if this is God's um, will for our life, and we focus on a lot of things. We focus on other things, and not really paying attention to this word purpose. What is your
yeah,
purpose? For why were you here? Why are you here? You know, and that's a difficult question for people to answer. Why are you here? Why are we here? So I came up with this topic here again. Not an expert, but very well, um, but very well will give very interesting talk here based upon this topic.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, just like you said, your purpose is what gets you going. It's like the original intent of something, of who you are. Um, and many of us haven't really discovered that, and not many people have really identified what that purpose is. Like, what are you ready here for? And like I said, I have been resonating a lot, or contemplating a lot over this topic, you know, last night, because um w- not just that it kind of relate to us um individually, but it's something global, you know,
Yep,
um it's worldwide. A lot of people, and to be honest, 100%, a lot of people don't really know what, you know, they are here for. Or some people don't really know who they really are, you know. And actually, like, also just to add on to that word, or to that meaning, I would say, your purpose also is something that gets you excited, something that gets you going, something that you feel excited for every morning, or something that you want to wake up for every day of your life, that you feel like it's like a fulfillment for you. You know what I'm saying? Um, and it makes you feel that your existence truly matters.
yep,
That's just the most important thing about this word, and that's just one of the fascinating meaning, or exciting meaning of this word, that I kind of, you know, um discovered or read about, you know, something that makes you to feel that your existence matters. There are other people that feel that, you know, they have no sense of purpose in life, they have no sense of meaning in life. Um, they feel like, life is just another part of, or it just something, it really does not have any value to them. But again, we want to say that, you know, no matter who you are or where you from or the color of your skin or the language you speak, there is something unique about you that you need to know. You know, there's something about you that is so unique, which is your purpose. It's something that God has embedded in you, that God has, given you, that you need to know about. And that today we are trying to tell you it is your purpose. And how can you discover that? Because there's one thing to have it, and there's another thing to be able to know what it is, or to be able to discover it. So there are a few key points today that we're gonna be looking at. For our first session here, we say we're gonna be discussing this. How do you discover your purpose? Um Again, there are a lot of things. Again, there are a lot of ways. Okay. We are not expert. We just bring you, our own personal thoughts and, experiences as well. So this is not everything we're gonna share here is not all to it. Okay. So because we don't want people to start saying, "Oh, okay, that's all." You know. So do your own personal research too as well. Um, but there are key tips and points that we're gonna be sharing here that that are acceptable. So, um, just before we delve into those points, Alfred, do you have anything specific that you want to touch base on, and or you want to share to our audience about how you can discover your purpose?
Yeah, it's a very great and interesting question. I mean, previous point, you know, many people in religion or let's say everywhere in the world don't want to die because they've been to the height. They know they have not fulfilled what they are on earth to do. So, you know, and how do you discover your purpose? I think we're going to be sharing some other few points and tips here on how you today can discover your purpose. And first of all, you got to identify what your purpose is. You know, what your purpose is. Are you living in your purpose? And in our Christian word, for example, Jesus began by telling us what is not our priority or what is not our purpose, which is food. He said, what do you worry about food, clothes, what you will wear? You know, life is more important than those things. In other words, those are not our purpose. Because remember, a purpose is the original intent of a thing, why something was created.
Right.
So, and I will share a scripture here that people can read. And again, um, if you follow our previous podcast, things that we knew earlier, these are these things we never were not taught earlier, especially growing the church in a religious environment. They never touch these things. So if you actually go back to the Bible, you will be shocked. You know, I mean, like take your time, invest your time in it, and read it. You know, the scripture says in the book of Ezekiel, God told Ezekiel to eat the word, eat it. The Joel also said that the word is sweet. So if you read the Bible and you take your time in it, you understand how sweet it is. Each page is so sweet. So
Right.
And one scriptures I would like to share here today, so we can is Ephesians 2:10. I hopefully I can be able to display it here on my screen. Can you see me?
Yep.
Okay. So um, just remove that from the screen so that everyone can see it. Okay. So and it says, I don't know, it's better right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
because of your background, I think. Right here, much
Yeah.
better when you come forward. I did give it more
For
light.
we, for we are His marksmanship created in Christ Jesus unto good works, which God had before ordained that we should walk. In other words, purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important to know. M- One of the points that we were gonna share is number one, building a relationship with God through prayer and scriptures reading. Right.
Yep.
Um, that's one key way to identify your purpose. Why is that important? Because the scripture says that God is in the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, 46, verse 9 to 10. He says that I am God and there is none like me. I am the only God who can make known the end from the beginning. In other words, God can show you the future. You know, He can show you your purpose in details, and then you kind of you see it, and then you say, okay, I want to go there. The reason why many people haven't discovered having work is not working that purpose today is because they were given things, either be it from their culture, from their parents, that they are not doing now. So they saw it as, oh, let's say you were teenagers, 5, 6 years old, and you drift from it because you were feed different things instead. So building a relationship with God will reconnect you to your source, reconnect you to your purpose.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And I mean, and just to just to add on to what you just said, uh, looking at some other biblical scriptures, as when we even look at Private 1921, he said, "Many are the plans in people's heart, but it is the Lord purpose that that prevail." So
Yep.
while many of us might have our own ideas about life, of or let's say what we want to do or what we want to achieve, or how you want to go about your life, um God's purpose for us is greater than our own understanding, and his purpose will ultimately guide us through everything you know so you might have it in your mind that I want to do this, I want to go into this career, I want to start this life, I want to start this business, I want to do this, I want to do that. But leaving God out of the picture and not building that relationship with Him so that He can be able to guide you, to your endeavors, is not a good thing. Many a times it works. Trust me. Many a time it works, but you don't know the end. You know what I'm saying? So it is good to follow through God's guidance. And the best way or only way you can do that is by building a relationship with Him through prayer and scripture reading. So reading the word, to understand what it means. And trust me, I think like we even said in our other episodes or previous episodes that if you want to know more about your life, read the word of God, read the Bible. Trust me, the Bible has everything one need to know about life. To be honest, the Bible has it. But many of us have not known that. Um, we were not taught that. You go to church and it's all about tithes and offering, putting good tongue and speaking in tongues, and that's just all about it. They don't encourages you, us Christians, to like build that personal relationship with God, and that's just the ultimate goal for God, like for everyone to know Him individually, personally. It's
Yep.
not that's why he said go and preach the gospel to every nation. So that means to every single human being. You know what I'm saying? So that everyone can be able to have that ultimate personal relationship with him. And once you start to do that, once you start to identify that, or you start to build that relationship, then you know in would then um start to open your eyes and open your minds to what you have in plan for you. And even sometimes, many a times, some of us start something without even inviting God into it. But at the end of the day, He in His own way will alter it in a way that will work out perfect for you. I'm a living witness, bro. Like a lot of time, I start thinking, well, I even praying to God about it, honestly. And then I'll be at some point where I would feel like no head, no tail. I'm not making any progress, nothing. You know, then that's when I go back to God. I'm like, God, I know I did this without inviting you, but yeah, you know, this is where I'm at. And I'm at this point now. I need you. I need your help. I need your guidance and stuff like that. And sometimes out of the blue, it change things around. Even sometimes what I even initially started will just change to something different, and something totally different gonna start. I might start doing something totally different, something like that. So, you know, it's important to build personal relationship with God as an individual. Most as a believer, it is very, very important. You know, you can go to church from January to December, year in, year out, 365 days. If you as an individual don't build a personal relationship with God, trust me, you are still lacking something. Yeah.
And it's very and part of this here, you know, when we mean by building relationship with God, yeah, me, I'm very much will be key on this one. Not in the context of religion, yeah. I say very strongly in the context of Christianity. Um, Personal relationship with God, going to church is not enough. Yeah, the pastor can preach to you and preach at you, whatnot, but you know God original. I was shocked to find when I started reading the Bible, and I understand really that God original purpose was not to give you a list of done, do, or do. He's really he told he said rather he wanted God wants you to um God wants you to, experience the Bible. He wants you to read it on your heart, meaning like read and you can go to it anytime, flip through it anytime, any point in time, you know. But religion here is a list of done and do or don't do, do or don't do. But that's not God's purpose. That was the God never intended any of that to happen. But we are now so caught up in it, and you gotta go to church on Sunday, you gotta prayer meeting, intercessor ministry, something that is not even part of God's plan. There is no ministry in the Bible called intercessor ministry. It's another debunking thing, but it's the religious people, um, people are a lot of most old people will go in the morning time, less busy, and call intercessor, but it's God never intended any of those things to happen, but
Right.
building a personal relationship with God is reading His Word, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and He wanted to be on your heart. You don't want it to like be on your Bible, like on your bed or, you know, something,
Yeah.
and then until you're going through problem, and then you go to God. No, He wants you to start when you are enjoying, and then when the problem comes, and then you can just call, say a word, and then see what happened. Um, one key thing I was trying to understand is that God, he was never religious, you know,
Yeah. Right.
and he was never religious. So he wants you to talk to him. He wants you to connect with him, because if you connect with God, he will show you a purpose. See, like you mentioned here, that one key thing here, no, even though you will drift in your purpose, but God always will, you know, will keep every time telling
Yeah.
you your purpose every time. If you miss this entry, he'll always bring it to you again. Your blessing, He will always bring it to you. You know. So in other words, your future is not ahead of you. It's in you.
Yeah, for sure. And um, two key scriptures that already talk about that, and I'll just mention them real quick. Psalm 37, 23, 24. He said, "The Lord makes firm the steps of the one who delight in Him. Though he may stumble, he will not fall, for the Lord uphold him with His hand." So like we said, even you try to do something of your own will or based off your own understanding of your own mind, your own strength, and you feel like you have the potential to do it without even letting God into it, and probably you stumble along the way or something happen. Once you believe in God, once you trust in God, and you have built that relationship with Him, and you understand what He wants for you, as a person, as a believer, even though you may stumble, God will still uphold you with His hand and be able to alter your steps and direct you to your path. So, all you need to do is just trust Him, seek Him, continue to seek Him as a believer, and continue to trust Him in everything, you know.
Yep.
And also, Proverb 3:5 to 6 says, "Trusting the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, you know, and in all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight."
Yep.
So, you know, the key thing there is trust. So trust and belief are two key words that believers need to understand, and that is why most people don't really know. Most believers don't really know that. You know, it's just all about, yeah. Listen, nobody is not saying prayer is not good. It's very, but that's how you communicate with God. But if you can pray to God and you don't trust in God, then tell me now, your prayer is for nothing. If you can pray to God and you don't believe in Him, then the prayer is for nothing. So these are key things too that we believers need to know. Being able to trust in God and also being able to believe in, being able to seek Him, seek His face, and all of those come through prayer too as well. So they all kind of intertwine. You can do one and forgo the other, or know one, or just do one and forgo the other. So you have to know everything, be accustomed to everything, and that's how you can build your relationship with God. So, um, that's just the number one tip of how you can identify your purpose. So we said build relationship with God, and that is true prayer, supplication, and also through the reading of His word. And the next one here we're gonna talk about also, is pay attention to your passions and the gifts God has given you. All right. Pay attention to your passion and the gift God has given you. So, after what you have to say about this one?
Um, your gift that you were given is really the things that you do with absolutely best with the least amount of effort.
Right. Mm,
You know, you were given or give to bring to fulfill God's purpose on earth. So the gift that you have, see, many people think that your gift that you have is really for you. No, the thing about God is that He will give you a purpose. So it's really not for you. It's for other people. It's to benefit other people. It's to make other people life better. So what are some things that you do that you don't need to put effort in it? You can just do it right away. It's your gift. So God has given everyone on a gift. No one come on earth without a gift. But the main thing is that even though we try to imitate other people, we try to make other people gift. That is not even our gift. So that's the reason why we don't even function best into that gift. We try to identify other people. See, we are so lost in identity. But it's another topic I'm going to be talking about identity. But
yeah.
we're always trying to identify with other people. For example, identify with brands like Michael Jordan. These are names of people. What we struggle with identity crisis.
Yeah. Right.
So pay attention to your passions,
Mm,
what you actually love to do. You know, we understand that, especially from us who from Africa, our parents always telling us go to school, go to economics, go to school, go be a doctor. And then how can you keep failing a class and you think it's your it's your you know what I'm saying? It's not your gift. Like you keep failing the
Yeah.
class, you keep failing the class, scoring F in the class.
Automatically, you should know that it's not for you. So just quit it.
Right, right. That's you, you keep doing the same thing, and you say some people go to school, they get one master's, two masters, and again they're not even getting job in that field, but they're still going to school. Like you're still missing the point. You are
Yeah.
missing your purpose here, your gift here. You know, your gift, you do it best. See, going to school is not bad. I'm not going to say yeah, it's a good thing, but you take your gift to college. You don't go to college to you don't go to college to get your gift. You take your gift is already with you. You were born with your gift. You
Yeah.
take your gift to college to polish it.
Yeah, for
So
sure. For
let's
sure.
hear from you, Jason.
Yeah, for sure. But just before I say something, I just want to read off this comment from Lemuel. He's following us right now. He said that most people don't really know their purpose in life. I feel like yes, it's great to see God for it, but also stepping out of your comfort zone can challenge you to discover yourself as well. People get too comfortable. We can say comfortable in like right English. People get too comfortable in one place. Absolutely, that's true. And I was just gonna share some light on that also as well. Just a practical real life tip. Like for me, when growing up, even in my adulthood or teenage year or whatever, um, I really as someone that did not really know my purpose. I didn't really understand, what I really wanted to do, something like that. Like, um, I felt like, uh, you know, like you said, we want to live in other people's identity. You know, like you want to become someone big, someone noticeable in the society. You want to do something that people are going to applaud you for. You know what I'm saying? Like every one of us get that big dream of doing something bigger and not even understanding the fact that your purpose in life sometimes it can just be something very common, very normal. Like probably just you becoming a leader, knowing how to lead people. Some people knowing how like some for other people knowing how to serve. Let's say for instance, typical prodigal example, Mother Teresa, who today that you know people look at in the world as an icon. These people that dream, when they were coming up, advocating for other people, they made advocacy today to be a thing. They put other people first even before themselves. Like
Yep.
Nelson Mandela, some of these prominent figures we can talk about in the society, that have lived the time past. You know, Martin Luther King. These guys put their lives on the line for other people. They discovered that purpose for who they wanted, for what they were. Like they wanted to be leaders. They want to be advocates, like people that are going to advocate for other people out there. You know what I'm saying? For the less fortunate, for the least privileged, and things like that. So it don't have to be something huge, something bigger. Like for some of us when we were growing up, we were thinking of things huge, bigger things that, oh, I want to live this life. I want to be like this figure. I want to do this. I want to do that. But then as time go by, you know, you see yourself doing something totally different that you so much love, that you feel passionate about, that it's not even that of which you were thinking about, you know. So we need to pay attention to some of these things. And mostly, like we said, the key word we have looking at is the passion. You need to know what you are passionate for, what your passion is for. Like sometimes your heart can be yearning for something, you know, like you are passionate about something so deeply that you can do it with least effort. While other people are trying to force themselves into other things, trying to make themselves to be whatever they want to do or be. For you as an individual, your passion is for some. Maybe your passion is just to lead people. That you might find yourself in a group or among your friends, and you see that you have that spirit of leadership. Whenever something comes up, everybody look up to you to be the one to lead it. You know what I'm saying? Like some of us, it happened to us when we were in school, but we never knew that. These were things that we had in us. You know, just another example, right? When I started my first boot camp, a year up. To be honest, bro, I was very shy, especially to speak. Even my friends, or even like teachers, bro, like the thing they call phobia, it was like my one thing, bro. That thing killed me, to be honest. Like I was so shy. And then I think, you know, but like one-on-one conversation, I can speak up. Like if I'm having one-on-one conversation with my instructor and stuff, I can speak up. But then even in the class, I'm not able to do it. But with my peers, like one-on-one, like I speak fluently. Like we talk, we discuss and interact. So I think my instructor kind of noticed that. And then when I was doing my Scrum Master class, he started to put me up as a Scrum Master so that I can be able to lead my team, be able to present on behalf of the team and stuff like that. Bro, trust me, few attempt, like the couple attempt that I had, I flunked, bro. To be honest, I flunked, bro. I was shaking. I was nervous. I was literally hitting everything around me, like hitting the bowl. Like, dude, I was shaking, to be honest. But then as time go by, I started having one-on-one conversation with my instructor. He was like, "Hey, you need to relax. You need to relax. You need to take your time to talk. I mean, just figure out a way of connecting with your audience, with your peers, and that's how you're gonna be able to get over it. I know you might feel like they will laugh at you if you make. Yeah, it's good to make mistakes. Make the mistake and learn from it, but don't be afraid to make the mistake. Don't act like you want to be perfect. And bro, honestly, I start to do that. I became so much comfortable interacting with my friends. You know, and I didn't know that I had that in me. To be honest, if I was gonna let my fear take over me, I wasn't gonna be able to discover that. And today, here we are. We can sit on camera, talk to other people out there, you know, interact with people, even though it's virtual, but the ability to be able to sit down and talk for the world to be able to listen to you, you know, is something, it's a skill. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a gift too, as well, like you said. So we need to pay attention to some of these things. And a lot of us don't do that. And just let me say, the best thing also sometimes is to get out of your comfort zone because you might be too comfortable being in that one area or doing that one thing repeatedly that is not yielding any result. And you feel that, okay, because I'm in this confined space and I'm comfortable where I'm at and people are not judging me, so I should not get out of this area. Trust me, you will just keep limiting yourself over and over. So
Yep.
sometimes it's good, get out of your comfort zone, discover your passion, discover what you are passionate about, like what you're passionate for, like what you really want to do. And even sometimes, trust me, you might make a lot of mistakes in the process, but that's the process of discovery. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you're gonna be able to identify, your purpose in life. And some of us, like I said, just to sometimes your purpose is just to be a leader. Sometimes your purpose to be an advocate. You know, like I think if some of us recall back home when we were in high school, like we had a one of our peers, um, one of our colleagues, we used to call him Abraham King June. Bro, that guy was one of the guys I better to love in school. He was like one of the best advocate that we had. He could put himself on the line for the entire student body, bro. To be honest, you know, and he was a very great fellow. You know, just when it comes to the academics, you don't, yeah, don't say, oh yeah, yeah, but when it comes to advocacy, he's 100% not sure, bro. He was great. Imagine some of us were there scoring the grades, and we have brilliant students, everybody there looking for the 90s and the hundreds and passing and stuff. His attention was not really on that. His attention was on advocating for students. You know, If there were issues, if you're a student and you had issues with your instructor or with the administration, and you go to him, bro, trust me, he will 100% put himself on the line for you. And that was his purpose. Maybe in many other things that probably he have discovered now. And because of that, he had a lot of opportunities, even opportunity to travel to the US. At that time, imagine when we were in Africa at that time, bro. He had the opportunity to come to the US on so many occasions just to, you know, to interact, to advocate for students or students and stuff like that. So your passion may not be something, or your purpose may not be something bigger. It can be as little, but trust me, it can be impactful. You know, so we need to pay attention to these things. Pay attention to your passion. Be able to identify what you love to do, things that you do with your least effort. You know what I'm saying? Things that you can do with all of your might, that you feel passionate for, that you feel love to do, that when you do, you can feel fulfilled, you feel accomplished, and also be
Absolutely.
able to know the gift God has given you also as well. Yeah.
Yep. 100%. Everything you give, all of the above, just fit into this discussion here.
Right.
Passions and your gift, they are all tied together. By the way, so a lot of people, again, if you're doing something right, like Vimeo said, and you're not really receiving any fulfillment from it, gotta change it until you just got. That's how you can tell that that is not your purpose. You know, if
Yeah.
you score an F in a subject, please change it. I mean, it's not like to say you got to be by taking a course over and over again is a skill of building resilience. It just means it's not for you.
Yeah.
You if you're not good at this, and that's really come off of most of the thing that we were told about ourselves. You were told
Mhm.
were told in our culture, in our society, that you are shy. That's not true. You're not shy. The real self, when your real self come out of you, you will tell you were told a lie. You were not shy. Those are something that they just told you that you are, but you're not
Yeah.
shy. You are
Yeah.
confident. You are brave. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. For sure. And just to expand a little bit on this, and we're gonna wrap it up and go to the next one. Sometimes discovering your purpose can be hard, and you know
Absolutely.
for some reason is that we live in a very noisy environment. I mean noisy environment. I mean like our surroundings,
Distraction.
right? Right. There
Yep.
are too many distractions, bro. To be honest, and sometimes we are surrounded by too many expectations. And now also looking at the advanced world we are living in, man. Global technology. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
IoT, AI everywhere. So all of these things, they serve as a discussion towards you as a person, and it sometimes stop you from discovering who you really are, or even knowing your purpose. you
Yep.
know and even like the society as a whole has its own effect.
Yep.
Family also has its own effect as well, because like you said, yeah, some of us growing up, our parents say, oh, we want you to we want you to be a nurse. And deep down in your heart, bro, you scared of blood. Like you honestly, you even
Absolutely.
see people, bro, you even see someone bleeding, just a little cut, you already trembling, and they want you to be a nurse. Like, how will you even, or a doctor, how will you even feel that fear is for you? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we force
Absolutely.
ourselves into them, and at the end of the day, you can yield any fruit. You can do anything. You can make it. You can go anywhere. So now you have to sit back now and rediscover yourself and try to understand what you really love to do to be able to go for it or to be able to do it. And sometimes it can be in that
Absolutely.
process that you might see yourself doing something else that you didn't even talk about or thought about. And then in that process of doing that thing, you start to create love for it. You start to create passion for it, you know, and with that alone, you feel that yes, I think this is what I want to do. So again, our society, family, friends, discussion, all of these things can also influence us. So that is why we need to be more focused. That's why we say pay attention to your passion, because if you are focused or or passionate about something and driven about it, then you'll be able to discover that thing and be able to know what is in that thing that you love to do or not love to do. Instead of just trust me, a lot of time, some of the advices and recommendation, I would say recommendation we can get from our family can be wrong, bro. To be
Absolutely.
honest, it can
And
be wrong.
you know, and those people, those are things that really mold our belief system.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and some people, most people actually living out of something that people told them few years ago. You know that you cannot
Mm,
do this, you cannot be this, you cannot be this.
yeah.
Um, and they are guessing, because here is the thing, they are really not, they don't even have conclusion, they don't even know your potential, you know
Right.
or what you are capable of doing. And some of those beliefs that they told us years ago, some of we afraid of calculator. um so because it's like, okay, you
Right.
if you have like three brothers and they have this one brother who always go coming up on the mathematics as a mathematician, he's all recognized in a family, and you shy, to come up, just because you fail a math exam and your parents say, oh, look at, they compare you to your brother, and now you kind of
Yes.
shy away, you kind
Yes.
of have
Mm.
already defeated yourself.
Yeah,
So
yourself, yeah. Right there. Yeah.
yep. So while more our belief system now, it's kind of shape off on our passion, and it's even in our gift. So we
Yeah.
therefore, don't want to perceive and pursue it anymore.
Yeah, and yeah, like I mean, 100%. Societal expectation too. What is society expect of you? Of family expectation. What your family expect of you? Like, oh, we expect you to be this. Like, your brother is doing this. We expect you to do the same thing or to be. I'm saying, or sometimes comparison. Some of these things, all of these things, all the above. These are things that affect us. And again, just to let's go back to our comments. I mean, we got a lot of comments coming in this morning. So starting again from Lemon, he said, I feel mistakes are necessary because it guides you to the discovery of your purpose, which is 100%, like we said. You know, for me personally, back in 2020, when I graduated from high school, my whole mindset was to go to college and play football. But when that didn't work out due to COVID, I listened to family members to take a major that I didn't like, and it messed me up. Which 100%, and I 100% resonate with you, let me, and many other people too, bro. You know, sometimes you might have your own desire to do something, right? And you like, this is what I want to do. Like, this is what I want to go into. But out of the blue, like many of us that live in especially our African setting, and not just that, it's everywhere, not just Africa alone, bro. Not just we African alone. Everyone go through this, bro. You know, and you start to get that influence. Your family start to influence you there, and we want you to do this, we want you to do that. And this is our family legacy, and blah blah blah, and all of these things. And bro,
Yeah,
you go into something that you don't really know about. You don't really, you don't like to do. You even scrum for it. Look what they say go do some kind of uh 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 civil engineer or something engineering where from the beginning of high school, you even know math like myself, bro. You struggle with math more than anything, and you're not even good at that. And then I
absolutely.
want you to go do something that is, very competitive. That's something that has to do with mathematics, and like, bro, you honestly know that you're going into a dead zone. Yeah,
Yep.
you know, that's some kind of zone, no go zone, bro. You
Yep.
setting yourself up for failure. So, bottom line here is, even with that, however it end up for you, or wherever you find yourself, sit back, have a sense of reflect, and try to understand this, rediscover what you love. You know, try to pay attention to what the little details about yourself. Sometimes it can be public speaking. You see yourself in a church. Every time you're speaking in a church, everybody listen. Or in a gathering, every time you're speaking, everybody listen. That shows that you have some ability within you. You have something in you, some gift within you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can be, like we said, to be an advocate. Sometimes it can be just to help people. That's why you see a lot of people, bro. To be honest, I know a lot of people that quit that job, 6-figure job, just to open non-profit because their passion is to help people. That they were
Yep.
making millions. They were making even they were. There's a guy that I read about. This guy was playing pro football, making millions. He left
Yep.
football. Trust me, what you want to do? Teaching. Went back to the classroom to teach. Another pro football player left football and went to do farming because these were things that they were passionate about. You know what I'm saying? These were things
Yep.
that they so much desire. Even though they saw the money, they were in a land of opportunity. That they saw the money, they were playing with the figures, they were doing things, but deep down within themselves, there was something else that they discover within themselves that they love to do. That they feel that when they do, they have some sense of fulfillment. And that's how many people are. There are a lot of people that left their jobs and they were making millions and billions and they left it just to open non-profit to be able to help people out there. So it can be you too. But how will you know that? It starts with you yourself trying to pay attention to those little things that you feel passionate about. Things that you feel like, that you are doing, you have some sense of fulfillment. So it starts with you. All right. So moving on to our next conversation, our next tip, seek God guidance through the Holy Spirit. I mean, which we have already been talking about the scriptures, and
Absolutely. We just
right,
we have already talked about it. Um, and you see, I think a key word that we shared before is prayer, right?
yeah,
Prayer lead you to God. As you just close to God, James 4:8, and He will draw close to you, and you guys will be in one accord. And that's how you. If you see God guidance, He kind of guide you towards. He can really guide you towards what you are. He created because He's your creator. See, no one knows the product more than the manufacturer. He is
yeah,
the only
absolutely,
manufacturer, so he will definitely guide you to um, whatever intent that he wants you to because he said that his will prevail. So no matter what you're doing right now, it's not going to you can die without fulfilling, that's fine, but your purpose, purpose is the one that's going to prevail. If God
yeah,
found out that you live in life maybe 40 something years or above, you're not fulfilling His purpose, most of the time God will kill you early, so God will just kill you. Say, so because he
you
will
wasting natural
keep
resources. Right?
right. He will keep showing His purpose. If you don't want to listen, He will kill you. So it's because
I got, bro.
no, for real, it's just. I mean, like, think about it this way. Ask yourself this question. I want everyone and our audience to ask themselves the question. Were you born to pay bill, eat,
Mm,
absorb oxygen, and die? Is that all the
mm,
reason you were born for?
yeah, yeah, mm,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I think, like we said, have that sense of reflect. Sometimes just sit back and ask yourself, like, what am I here for? And that's the big question for me. Every time I ask myself that, every time, bro, up to now, up to today's day, I still ask myself, what am I here for? Am I just here to work, pay bills? We gotta, you know, and that's it. And then at the end of the day, God call me. Like, no, man, come on, there should be something else. You know,
Yeah.
there's to be some legacy you wanna leave behind. There's something, some impact you wanna make into the world. So, you need to ask yourself, like, what am I here? Like, for the last 5 years, I've been repeating the same thing and I'm not going forward and nothing changing. Like, what am I doing wrong? You know,
Absolutely.
what am I doing wrong? Because trust me, we are in another year, man. And it's good that we brought this topic because it's just a topic where each and every one of us will have to sit back and think. like, okay, what I didn't achieve in 2024 that I want to achieve in 2025, or what I didn't do in 2024 that I need to do in 2025. What difference that I didn't make in 2024 that I need to make in 2025, you know?
Yep.
So sit down and reflect. Like every year, bro, every year when it comes to my end, you know what I do? I sit down, I take a sometimes I don't even, I take a paper and then I start from January. Okay, what did I achieve in January? Nothing. Okay, February, nothing. Okay, March. Okay, I did this. April, just like to be honest, I do that every year. Every year.
Mm, okay.
Since I started knowing myself and yeah, started developing and stuff, I do that every year. I sit back. So now I can be the work. I work. Normally I work, I do that. I just find a quiet place, sit and just start to go through that month to month, and just try to understand what I did. And I've been so good at it to the extent that I can literally tell from the beginning of the year up to December what are some of these things. And even sometimes I just go through my phone because I always taking note in my phone, always for some reason. So I start to go through that, and from there I get to know that okay, I did this, I didn't do this, and I need to do that. I need to readjust, I need to replan, I need to refocus, I need to and I started get myself adjusted for the following year. And
Absolutely.
sometimes many of us need to do that because it might not be the same step or the same format, but just figure something out. Figure a way of rediscovering yourself. Try to understand, like, you know, what did I do? Like, what am I here for? Like, what am I doing here? Many people come with a lot of many people were born, they had a lot of passion, a lot of gift, a lot of resources, they die. And everything died with them, you know.
Yep.
And just like Alpha said, if he misses you and got resources,
Yep. We always, read it in the scriptures, talk about the talents, um, through the three guys, and then the managers, but really we don't understand what it really means. You know, with the talents that was that God gave to these three people, and one misuse one save one. The scripture says that even if whatever you have, if you refuse to multiply, even what you have will be taken away from you. So it's all about um, using your talents, using your gifts, your natural born gift, um, to improve other people. See, many people, many of we have this big this dream here. If you have a dream of yourself in a big house, that's ambition. It's not
yeah,
God's given purpose for your life.
yeah,
See, God's purpose is never about us. It's always other people.
yeah. Something
So
impactful, something
something
like
impactful. If you have
yeah.
yourself driving a Ferrari, a NASCAR, it's really not. It's really not God given purpose. It's
Yeah,
always God's God's purpose. Always benefit and elevate other people. It make themselves better. It make them feel better. Make them prosperous. You know.
yeah,
So, like for example, what we do, it kind of make me to re examine my life, maybe to think deeply. Wait, so I go to work and then I come back and then I eat and then I sleep. It's a repetitive thing, Like,
yeah,
is that really? Do you want to be at your age 65 and still be eating and then be counting your day to die? No, you got to change the trajectory, which is why this podcast exists in the first place.
yeah,
From our experiences, which we were taught things that is not true about us, and we have discovered. And personally, I have discovered now that through the Bible, through the scriptures, you know, and it's man, it's we no seriously because our view are there. Many people listening to us here today. Um, we are so caught up in religion, and we really miss the point. So
yeah,
we miss our purpose. We miss, you know go to church Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. is that really your purpose though? Like, why are you here? Every one of us here, we have never answered that question. So
Mm,
we still battling with that question. Why are we here? So
yeah.
if you seek
Mm,
God's guidance through the Holy Spirit, He will connect you again to yourself.
yeah. Yeah. Always ask yourself, the big question. Um, you know, what what impact do I want to have on the world? You know, what am I here for? Or what should I be remembered for? It's
Yep,
something that people should remember you for. Like we made mention to a lot of names here, like Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, and um, a lot of these prominent figures that we had, people that made impact, that touched lives. Like, what do you want to be remembered for? What can
absolutely.
someone say about you to do tomorrow when you are normal?
Yep.
you know, so
If
yeah,
you die, if you die in your second, third, fourth generation, I don't remember your name, that you have actually miserably failed. So it's everyone's dream. It should be everyone's dream that we can be so impactful, which is why you and I we come up with the idea and the other people to form our organization wherein other people can benefit from, other people's life can be better, other people's life can improve, and as of sign of using our gift for the benefit of other people to make their life better to benefit other people.
yeah, 100%, 100%. We're not just doing this, but we also have a non-profit organization too, that a charitable organization that we are also running, as well. To be able to give back to our society, and all of these things. But again, keep following. This topic is very exciting. We can expand on it, as long as we want, but we will have to respect time, and we would really want to make sure we are keeping it 100% short and sweet. So with that,
Absolutely.
we're gonna move on to our next session, which is sign that you have drifted from your purpose. And we're just gonna run through this real quick, and then we're gonna provide some practical tips too as well. So, um, you know, one of the signs that we say, that many people, or we observe many people, you know, to be, being drifting from their purpose, which is feeling unfulfilled or consistently comparing yourself to others. Um, I think we mentioned that in our previous conversation, but we're going to expand on it a little bit more. So, Alfred, let's hear from you. What you have to say um about this?
Yeah, man. I, Again, my personal experience. I always share my personal experience.
Yeah.
So when I first came, my first job was like I was like working at FedEx, man. Ugh, I come from work, my back tired. Like I can't. I'm so I stretch like so hard, but it's like feeling unfulfilled, right?
Yeah.
Not feeling in it like you go to work. Have you noticed you go to work and then you're looking at your time every second. You can't
Oh
wait to
yeah.
get out of that place. It's Yeah, you can't wait to get out of there, and everything you're doing, it's just like you still want more. You still want more.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? Like you're doing something, but you're still not feeling like you are fulfilling yourself. You still want more. You constantly want to keep doing more. It's a sign that you are drifting away from your purpose. Um, and also you find yourself comparing yourself with other people. See,
Mm,
if someone who actually have found their purpose will keep busy on their purpose and wouldn't even get time about what other people are doing. you know a sign that you have drifted away from your purpose is you constantly compare yourself with. It's okay to um like we call each other on the time on our call. Sometimes we say, hey man, what are you doing, that, but like to get us um to keep other accountable, right?
yeah.
Is different from um having an accountability partner than comparing yourself. That's
Yeah.
totally different thing.
Yeah.
Um, you can tell someone, you can look up to someone. Again, it's very different. Uh, Looking up to someone as an icon, looking up to someone as a role model, than comparing yourself, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
we are constantly, we live in a world that we are, you know, this person get this, I want to get this one. This person get this, I want to do something more better than them, and
Mm-hmm.
we drifted away from our original purpose, our original intent, the God's original intent for our life. So let's hear you from your side. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you just nailed it, man. Having that feeling or sense of unfulfillment, is one thing that shows that you are 100% drifting from your purpose in life. You know, whatever you are doing, like we say, whatever you are doing that you feel fulfilled, you feel satisfied, um, that definitely shows that, um, it might not be 100% your purpose, but it shows that yes, indeed, you are living in your purpose. And not at the same time, that's your purpose in life. But if you are doing anything that you just feel like you said, you wanting to do more, like you want, like that, like you want to do more, but you want more. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not satisfied with it. Like you're not satisfied at all. Then yeah, trust me, that's not for you. Like readjust yourself. And also, again, this world we are living is a competitive world. Like now with social media,
Absolutely.
everybody want to, compare themselves. Social media has its own do's and don'ts. It has its good and bad. To be honest, it is good when you use it for the right thing, and it becomes bad when you use it for the wrong thing. Let's be honest. People have this tendency that when we want to talk about social media, like, oh, so you're trying to say that social media is bad? No, nobody's saying social media is bad. It's good, but it's bad too. You know what I'm saying? We have to speak the both ends, to be honest. Like it's good, but it's bad too. So if you use it for the wrong purpose, yes, it becomes bad. And that's what many people do. Like we are just on there liking, sharing, and oh, okay, yeah, this person wear this other clothes today. I need to buy the same thing tomorrow and wear the same thing and take photos and upload it, and that's it. Really? Is that all you want to do in life? Just to upload photo and get likes and comments? That's just your desire in life. That's your purpose in life to just like and comment. Like, come on, your life, yeah, it need to be more than that, bro. Honestly, and that's what many people are living in. Many people misusing the social media for the wrong reason. And to be honest, they are using social media for the wrong reason. Social media is good. It's very, very good. There's a lot of benefit we can talk about. But the downside of it, many people are using it for the wrong reason. And that's one thing. Comparison, competition. Like people are not supporting one another anymore. You rather be in competition with the person, criticize the person, than support the person, which is
Yep.
bad. And that's just that has been the norms. It's been the order of the day that people don't care no more about anybody. People normally don't care. You might see someone on social media video recording herself live, hitting on somebody, hurting somebody, and they take it to be content. They take it to be something entertaining. You are hurting on somebody, but you take it to be entertaining, and you video recording yourself for everybody to see it. That what you're doing is good, you know, and those are some of the negative part of it. So, you need to know yourself, stay in your lane, focus on yourself, develop yourself, and be the best version of yourself year in and year out. That's just it. you know, Instead of comparing yourself with other people. Trust me. I mean, if people want to compare themselves with you, that's fine. But you should be focused on yourself. You know,
Absolutely.
be focused on yourself. Or develop yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, socially. And be the best version of yourself every time and then. And don't trust me. There is nothing you can gain from competition, from comparison. The whole world is competitive by itself in nature. So you trying to like want to make yourself to be in a competition with someone is just to limit yourself now and just to drift you away from your path. Because then you might not be focused on yourself, but you might be focused on that person, and then you're gonna lose a lot of things that you're supposed to gain when you are focusing on yourself.
Yep.
And many, many, many other more. But again, we want to keep it short and sweet. This conversation is very interesting. To be honest, it's deeper than we thought. Um, and again, let's hear from you guys. We would love to hear from you guys. As we as we move things speedily here. Um, the next one we're gonna be talking about now is being caught up in worldly pursuit that don't bring lasting joy. this one's like this one is just the order of the day nowadays, man. But let's
I
hear from you, Alfred.
mean, yeah, we already talked about few of those water pursuits here. In the book of Matthew, when Jesus talked about comparing, like, what's a priority, what's our priority. Everyone listening to us here, and including myself, now we focus on um, cook food, right? Putting food on our table, paying our bills, and making and wearing nice clothes, getting a nice car, and all of this stuff. Now, if we are making it to be our worthy pursuits,
Hmm.
so now focusing on those things also drift you away from your purpose. And the reason for that is because one, you will always find yourself not satisfied and comparing, right? So if you are comparing and you're not satisfied, therefore you're going to drift from your purpose. So um, it's it's good, you know, to use, but you can't really make it your priority. You can make it your purpose. Is what I'm saying. It's good going to work. It's good to cook to cook food for yourself. It's good eating food is good, but you cannot make it your purpose. Because if you make it your purpose, you really don't have anything to live for. You know. So if you
Yeah.
don't have anything to live for, therefore you have nothing to die for. So yes, we need to focus and identify our purpose here. You will stop comparing yourself. If you identify your purpose, you will understand that you wouldn't be jealous at anyone for any reason if you identify your purpose,
Yeah.
because your purpose automatically destroy jealousy. It destroys comparison.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you have said it all, man. You have said it all. You know, many of us are very caught up in these things, and to be honest, most especially our younger generation now, whatever Gen Z we can say now, and and I know the Gen Z and the Gen what thing, you know, we are just man all focused on worldly things. Everybody want to listen to. I mean, I don't want to say too much about this because then it would sound like I'm trying to be a hater or something, but you know, yeah, many of us are very caught up on the flashy clothes, the expensive things. Listen, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with living your life the best way. But the ultimate goal, what we are trying to say, if your life is not impacting somebody, you know, then you need to adjust yourself a little bit. you know.
yeah,
And many of us have opportunity, to even join groups like some of these non-profit groups out there, some of these, little organizations and stuff that are making impact into the world. But because we are so caught up on just us want to like pursue things that we like what the things out there we want to just be out there like that. We forgo all of these things. Your life should be meaningful. Listen, a lot of people today that some of us can say back and mention and say, "Oh, these people did this. These people they did that." They were not just focused on themselves alone. To be
absolutely.
honest, they were not just focused on themselves alone. They had it in their mind that, listen, this this life is not all about me. It's about me affecting someone life out there too. You know, me impacting someone out there too. So that's the kind of mindset, we young people need to have. But doesn't mean that you cannot, do your little thing. Yes, you can. Some of us are. Trust me. I want to tell I've myself we just sit on the call every day and just like sometimes we go out. We go out with our families, we go out with our friends, we eat, we go on parties and do some other fun stuff. But at the end of the day, our ultimate goal is to affect other people's life out there. That's why we have a non-profit that we are so caught up with. investing our time into it too as well, to see how well we can benefit other people out there, how we can help other people out there. There are a lot of people out there that need help, that need support. You and I, we might have the opportunity today, you know, based on what we are, but there are other people out there that do not. So we need to like reassess. That always say reassess, readjust yourself. Listen, it's good to do some things, but at the end of the day, ask yourself, why are you here? What would the world remember you for? What would people remember you for? What would your family remember you for? What would your friends remember you for? What would the society remember you for? You are not just passing through, man, and not leaving anything
Yeah,
behind. Not no like no legacy behind. You're not just one of those people that just passing by. You know what I'm saying? You are here for something much bigger than you even imagine. And the moment we start to think in that direction, we try to adjust ourselves and try to think in that way. I think a lot of changes gonna be made to the world. You and I can impact this
absolutely,
world. We can make a lot of changes to the world if we just reassess and re-identify who we really are. We can make a
absolutely.
lot of changes. Yeah. So, I mean, that's what I have to say about this one, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can go about this for hours, but
Mm.
it's again, we try to be keep it on time, so we'll just go through our list we have here about some signs that you have drifted away from your purpose.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. And so lastly, before we go through some practical tips again, please, if you are just following us, we are discussing identifying your purpose. And we say your purpose is what keep you going. Your purpose is the original intent, or your original intent, or what God has intended for you. Something that keeps you motivated, something that keeps you going as as a person. you know and we are share a few things how you can discover your purpose. Also, what are some of the things that people are doing that are making them to drift from that purpose, or how you can drift from your purpose if you are not focused. And also, putting God first in everything, man, to be honest. Put God first in everything, regardless of everything we say. Put God first. And
Absolutely.
trust in him, trust and believe in God. um and again, please keep following us. We are on YouTube. We are live on Instagram as well. Open mic on Instagram, and I think our YouTube is Jew and Fred Open Mic Podcast on YouTube. Jew and Fred Open Mic Podcast on YouTube. So
Yep.
click that share button, click that notification bell, subscribe to our channel so that you can receive notification whenever we go live. Again, we are here every Friday and Saturday, bringing you the best conversation, the best talk, the best reality talk. And Sunday is our biblical show, and we are excited again to get it going. This coming Sunday, we will have an exciting guest that will be here to join us, so we can discuss the Bible. So, for today's talk, conversation, as we said earlier, we are talking about discovering your or identifying your purpose. And lastly, for our segment, we're gonna be looking at tips to identify your purpose. And we just got very few tips here we're going to run through real quick. And the first one here is reflect on where you are, where you want to be spiritually. Hmm. So let's hear from you, Alfred, as we go through this.
Yeah, I think this tip is very important. Because one, we we might think that we have missed our purpose, or we
Mm,
don't know what we are or what we want, or we might think that um because I'm not I have a lot of tattoo on me. I go to the club every day, and that means that I'm already done. So that
mm,
means God cannot accept me in my spiritual journey. I think it's really good to reflect where you are, because God can meet you anywhere you are, right? So, like
yeah,
we mentioned earlier on that, no matter what you are doing, even though you might not be doing your purpose, but God will always consistently show you your purpose, and He give you the opportunity. The fact that you wake up every day is a sign that God still wants you, God still showing you your
yeah,
purpose. Because if God gets mad and saying you're not fulfilling your purpose, guess you're not gonna wake up from bed. You're gonna go to bed and that'll be it. But the Father God keep waking you up from bed. It's a time to reflect on where you are and where you want to be. Where you want to
Yeah,
be. See, where you want to be or where you want to go, where you are going. In other words, is a question of destiny.
yeah,
Um,
right.
so it's important to reflect on your journey, your personal journey. You
Mm-hmm.
you know exactly where you are. You know what you're doing. You know when it's after to where you go. You know who you call. You know all of these things about yourself.
Right.
So it's very good to reflect on with your journey where you are, and it's and again I always keep mentioning it's not in the context of religion. Please, you can do these things beautifully and very great, but not with religion. You because if you get caught up in religion, you will miss your identity. You wouldn't know, you wouldn't discover who you are, you wouldn't discover where you are. But um spiritually is your personal relationship with God. So
Yeah,
God really want to meet you where you are so that he can do some good works in you, you know?
yeah, absolutely,
Yep.
absolutely. Yeah, for
Let's
sure.
let's hear you.
Um, for sure. Reflect on yourself. Reflect on where you are. Where you want to be. You know, um, God, God isn't done with you yet. Um, you are you are still a work in progress. God is still molding you. He's still refining you. So, you know, every morning you wake up is a new day and a new milestone for you to cover. You are
Yep.
setting up a new milestone for yourself. So, um, that shows that there is still something for you to accomplish in this world. I mean, trust me, there are a lot of people that got, sometimes I be wondering, right? I'm like, there's so many people that got a lot of potential, man. They are overqualified, they got degrees, they got the energy, they got like a lot of things, almost everything you can think about. But they are no more, you know, they are no more. But yeah, you and I, we have this breath we are breathing and we don't even know where it comes from for free. And every morning we just wake up and not even thinking. Like, come on, man, where's your head? You know what I'm saying? Like some of us do things that are bro automatically supposed to like, what I'm saying? Click on the picture. But we still surviving, man. Some people do the
Absolutely.
same thing, they are out, bro. Dude,
Absolutely.
I'm doing a job that is very risky, one of the most risky job in the world, to be honest. That's the kind of job I do. And every day I go over the road, I'm like, wow, a lot of people out here die every single day from this. Just a simple mistake
Absolutely.
they make. Simple distraction, bro. They out. And look at me, man. Year in, year out for over 3 years now, man. And not a single day. And I'm like, God, what are you trying to tell me? Like, what do you want me to do, man? Like, listen, like I said, this is nothing about religion. It's just about you trying to understand yourself, build
Yeah.
up your own self spiritually, you know, and discovering yourself, to be honest. Because if you just put religion in the picture, trust me, you're gonna miss the map. Let's be honest. God is not religious, man. Like all these like just these are just things to keep people, you know, and that join us on Sunday. You will get to understand more about this one. But let's keep it on the show. But to be real,
Yep.
yeah, you know, we need to understand yourself, reflect on yourself, reflect on yourself, understand where you are, where you want to go, what you want to achieve, you know, and how you want your life to be like. So, being able to reflect on those things is a key tip for you. So think about it, guys. Think about it. And the next one we're gonna be looking at now is recommit to God's plan by aligning your actions with His word. I think we have been talking a lot about the Bible today, like we said. Read one. Trust me. The more time you spend reading the Word of God, the more you get to understand yourself. The more you get to
Absolutely.
discover some things about yourself. To be honest, Eh, I'm not saying it to tell you guys I read about every day. No, bro. We all of us suffer from this, and this. That's why I say this topic is just for every one of us. To be real, if for every one of us, you know, and some of us before we used to let be, but you gotta the hustle, you gotta do this and families and everything now. So we kind of slacking. But trust me, we need to adjust ourselves. We need to recommit ourselves. Yeah, God has a bigger plan for us. He has
And
a bigger.
just to
Yeah,
skim over this topic here, it's again we have opened, especially for myself, my experience. I opened the Bible many times, but um, I've never my my mind have never exploded like the way it
right.
did when I decided to take my time and reflect on my life and decide um to say, because in other words, I won't um attempt to answer the question, why are we here, is is the reason for all of these things. So I decided to
Yeah.
ask myself, wait, I decided to ask myself, and what my the question, like, why am I here, and I decided to find the answer in everything. I decided to find the
Mm,
answer in other things and everything. When I decided to um, take my time to go to actually go to the Bible, my mind exploded. Like, I started finding some. I was like, wow, I've never heard this since in my whole life going to church.
yeah.
There are a lot of there are a lot of things that we have never heard about, and if I show you, you'll be like, what? You were just saying that it's from let's say from a different book, but it's all in the Bible. You know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Like we said, the more you read the word, the more you discover. To be honest, the more you read the word of God, the more you discover a lot of things, and a lot of things about yourself and your surrounding. Also, you know. So take your time, read, and trust me, and you will. And if every one of us, we really need to recommit ourselves. And to be honest, just even if it's one time, like I was sharing the other day. Sometimes take yourself on a Bible date. Take yourself on a personal date, man. Take your Bible, grab some water, pen, a notepad. Go sit somewhere. Go somewhere. You know, and sit down and reflect on
Yep.
yourself and read and read and read and reassess, reassess, reassess. And then trust me, you try to understand, you try to discover some things about yourself that you never knew about you know. So take that time out sometimes and do those things. It's good. It will definitely help you out. So again, this is for each and every one of us, guys. It's
Absolutely.
practical tips for every one of us. So yeah. So let's look at the last point real quick. As we wrap it up. Surround yourself with supportive, faithful people. Surround yourself with supportive, faithful people. Let's hear from you, Alfred.
I think we kept saying it on most of our episodes here that this life here is really focused on surrounding yourself with the right people. Um, Not just everyone. We were very specific in what we were talking about here because we're not generalizing. Um, Faith-filled people is most of people who support you, not just uh, political wise, but in anything you're doing, right? In anything you're doing, in fulfilling your purpose, in people who will push you. It's really to find yourself, to support yourself with sane minded people, and people who are pregnant of dreams, people who have dreams, people who have vision, people who know where they're going. And that will also, because if you are in an environment where everyone know where they're going, man, you will feel like you really not doing nothing, you know. So because everyone will be an inspiration to you. They will push you to keep doing more, to keep doing more, and keep doing more. So
Yeah, yeah, 100%, 100%. We all need to find that arms we can lean on. That that person that you can um one way or the other um you know lean on sometimes when you are in need. Someone that you can call upon anytime they are there for you. Someone that can support you regardless of the situation, regardless of whatever you are doing. Um, it can be spiritually, emotionally, physically. People that will be there for you, in your downtime. You know, people that you can count on and stuff like that. We all need this type of people in our life. And again, like we're trying to
Yep,
say, you gotta be very, very strategic in knowing these people, in identifying these people, in selecting these people. You know, if you surround
absolutely.
yourself with dream killers, trust me, you won't go nowhere, bro. They will-
Yeah,
Every time you come up with something, they will step on it. They will tell you, man, you can't do that, bro. That thing is hard to do. Nobody did that thing and survived. Like, you think you can do it, But if you surround yourself with people who are pregnant with dreams, people who are passionate themselves about doing something, whenever you come up with something, they are there to say, "Oh yes." Even when you are down, even when you feel like you can't do it, they will be there to tell you that, "Hey, you can make it. Don't give up. Do it. Do this. Do that." You know. So we all need to find this kind of people. We need to surround ourselves with this type of people because if you do, trust me, it will help you a lot. In time to come. But if you don't,
absolutely,
and you find yourself with the wrong one, you are setting yourself up for failure.
absolutely.
So be very strategic. Yeah.
And my last tip, yeah, I mean, this is our last topic, guys. This is it's always excited to talk. On our podcast here, we have a platform finally that we can share this out there to people that they can learn from us. Again, as our experiences, and also our some research, fact based conversation we share with you here, guys, and we always urge everyone to follow us here to shoot us a message if you feel like you want to discuss something or you disagree with something and you will feel like you want to have a conversation. Please feel free to text us and we will definitely bring you on live here so that you can share whatever you have to say. So last tip that I will have for this year before I wrap it here is that um, when I was reading the Bible here, um, I came to understand that Mary was pregnant, right? It just a practical example. Mary was pregnant. So when the angel appeared to Mary and said, Mary that, or before Mary was pregnant, let's say that Mary that you're gonna have a child. And when Mary asked the angel, how can this thing be? See, Mary asked the angel one question, and the angel gave her two answers. Um, And they said, first, Mary, the Holy Ghost will come upon you. You need the Holy Ghost, first of all, Mary. And then, two, the angel told Mary, Elizabeth is pregnant. And then my question was, why is Elizabeth important to this? You know, like,
Right.
why is Elizabeth important to this? But and then when I read further, I also begin to understand Elizabeth was also pregnant.
Mm, yeah.
So,
but
and the scripture
better for
says
me. It's better for us.
right. The scripture says Mary immediately left. She went to Elizabeth, and she stays there until it was big enough before she can leave from Elizabeth's house. In other words, you need to stay with people who continually stretch your mind, stretch your thinking,
Yeah. Yeah. People that challenge you for real.
people that support you. Yeah, that's what we mean by surrounding yourself with supportive people. Anybody who are there to bring you down, they are not supportive people. Sometimes it's common for people to be like, oh, you don't like criticism, but you can identify support and something that bring you
Yeah.
down, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Criticism is different. I mean, trust me, that people can, no matter what people will criticize you, we are living in a, like we said, we are living in a competitive world. So there will always be challenges, criticism, and a whole lot of negativity. But at the end of the day, you need people, even when you are going through that time, you know, that will be able to stand by you to support you. That's the ultimate goal. You know, you need people that you can count on, which is very important. You can't surround yourself with people that just want to bring you down. I mean, there are people that can survive in those instances, which is, but it's kind of rare, especially
Absolutely.
nowadays. It's kind of rare. So, you would say, "Oh yeah, I'm resilient. I'm this." Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can be resilient, but come on, regardless, you need people that will be able to stand by you, people that will be able to support you in everything in your downtown, even when you are going through your worst moment. You need people that you can count on. Also, mentors too. You need mentors, role models, and all of these people. People that um um you know we say religious leader, but in the sense we mean like your pastors, your spiritual fathers and stuff like that. Maybe try to make it more clear. Your spiritual fathers. Like sometimes, like for many of us, we are benefited from it. Many of us, like growing up, we have our spiritual fathers that were there with us, giving us advices, and even not for some of us were gonna be like now who we are today. But we had them in
Absolutely.
our life, and they were there supporting us and standing by us, and to the year we are. And even till now, we have these people still in our lives supporting us one way or the other. So, everyone needs someone, that they can count on, someone that can be there for them, regardless of the situation, regardless of how things are. So, um, you know, again, we will say be able to identify your purpose. Okay, know who you are, know what you want for yourself, reassess yourself, rethink yourself, try to understand what's your goal is, what's your life, what your life is, what you want for yourself. What you what why you want your aftermath to be, or why you want to be remembered for. you know and and just sit down and rethink and readjust. And just before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. So your purpose isn't something that you can find overnight. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not something you can find overnight. It's something that you uncover through curiosity, reflection, and action. So
Yep.
you might be curious about something, or you might, it can just be like a reflection of something, or it can be just by your action, you taking certain step, like we said, get out of your comfort zone. You never know, by that means you can discover your purpose, you know.
Yep.
So it's not something that you can just find overnight. You're not just gonna out of the blue moon, you say, "Oh yeah, I found my purpose." No, it's a gradual process. It's a tedious process, trust me, but it takes time. But with that, a year good fruit, because by that you can make an impact into someone's life. You can be someone resourceful in the society, and someone that people can count on as well. You know, so your purpose doesn't have to look like anyone else. You know,
Absolutely.
yours is different from mine. Mine is different from someone else. So we might all not have the same thing. So not because we start podcast today and we're trying to influence other people that mean other people should look at it. I mean, trust me, if that's what your purpose is, yes. But don't do it because you feel like you see other people doing it. So you need to be able to identify, discover, and know what you are passionate about. You know what you are passionate about. And I mean, I was just kidding with that podcasting though. But yeah,
But it's important
know what
because
you're passionate
I,
about.
I think it's important because one, it's if if only if only one person have if only one person have the purpose that God needed for he to to bring um for a purpose to be fulfilled, he will only create one human being, right? But
Yeah.
he created many people. That means that shows that we have different purposes. Yours is different from mine. That's one good reason we should not be jealous of anyone, right? So we don't
Yeah.
have the same purpose. See, I keep sharing this as an experience when it comes to things like this. I was amazed whenever go to the mall, go to any food court, you will see the fast food restaurant are always close to each other. Why are they close to each other? Are they competitors? No, they're not. They're not comparing themselves to any to them to but if you really pay attention to those people, they will bow for each other. They will hug each other. They will talk to each other. So because they're not in comparison, they have a different. Yes, they are in uh, a fast food. Their mission is to sell food fast, but in different way. So that means that we have different purposes.
Yeah. Everyone has its own unique purpose. That's just what it is. Everyone.
Yep.
I mean, even if you like I first just said, um, you might see two fast food area, McDonald's and Burger King. But if you look at it, yeah, you may say, oh yeah, both of them do burgers and whatever they do, but they have their own unique way of doing it. Like Kentucky Fried Chicken and this other person, they have their own unique way of doing things. So the end result might look similar, but the means of them achieving is different. You know, so everyone has his own unique way of doing things and unique purpose in life, and that's what I want to leave you with. Discover it, understand it, know yourself, reassess yourself, and we would love to hear from you in the comment section. Let us know what you think about today's show. Also, let us know if you will want to be a part of our show. If you want to join the conversation, please DM us. We will be glad to have you on board. We will be excited to have you on the call and let it be something more, interactive. We really want to keep this very friendly as we start this year and very interactive. So our arms are open and we are welcoming each and every one of you wherever you are. Um, you know, to share your experience with our audience out there and as we go through this year. So again, happy New Year, everyone! Thank you for tuning in today to today's show. Thank you for following us on all of our platform. Thank you for the many comments that came in today, for the many likes and shares and subscribers. We appreciate you, and we look forward to seeing you guys here tomorrow. Again, we'll be here same time with another exciting topic tomorrow to go to, and also check in with us on Sunday morning 9 a.m. Eastern time. We will be here for our biblical show with our unique and very important guest to be here. So that we say, Alfred, I don't know if you have anything closing.
Happy New Year to everyone. Follow us tomorrow, and we're going to be sharing mostly our topic and biblical topic. Those people who are interested in discussing religious conversations on Sundays, and you can pick either one for you want to talk about, and we can talk about that on this live show anytime any day. Please feel free, follow us, and like, comment, and share our videos so that other people can, benefit from our message because these are our real life experiences and they all tie into the episodes that we share, the things that which we knew earlier on.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, thank you, audience. Thank you for being here, and we say have a great day, everyone, and enjoy your holiday as you continue.